What's up, you guys? I just wanted to talk to you guys really quickly about the importance of being kind to others, right? So I met a really amazing lady that's been sitting on my mind, I want to say since last week. Um, you know, we don't know what people are going through, and a lot of us, we tend to judge people based upon the way that we see them at the time that we see them, instead of knowing the full picture. And so I want to say that if you guys can make it your goal to at least compliment or give positive advice or affirmations to someone, a stranger, just at least once a week, you guys don't know the difference you're making in the world, the difference you're making in somebody's life. It's very important to not judge people, because judging comes back to you, right? It's a very negative thing actually to do. And that's something that I'm actually working on, because I used to be someone that, I used to judge, like when people used to be angry and stuff like that, or when they would do certain things, I used to judge people, right? And so that's something I'm really working on, completely diminishing out of my energy, right? I don't do it as much as I used to. I stopped myself, but I want to not do it at all, because the energy you put out, there's energy that you receive back, right? That's just the universe. That's just how it works, right? So if you're feeling miserable, then you're projecting yourself onto someone else and think that that person is miserable. If you're feeling negative, if there's something inside of you that's negative, you're projecting that onto someone else. So what I'm trying to say is, be very aware of how much of a difference your words can mean to someone, especially a stranger. We just don't know what no one is going through. We're all going through different paths of life. And so, saying something like, you're a really beautiful person, or, I hope you have a wonderful day, it does change people's aspect, and it does change their energy. I was at the store at Michael's, and I was going through something, and I was really upset, and I didn't say anything to this person, but I walked in, and so the lady stopped me at the front when I was coming, and she goes, "Wow, I just want to stop you for a minute and tell you how much of a beautiful woman you are." She was like, "Wow, you really threw me off. You are so gorgeous." And so when she did that, that kind of completely shifted my negative energy that I had, because I was upset and I was going through something, and I was kind of bottling it up, and she made me smile, and she really shifted my energy. When I say she shifted it, she really did. She really made me forget what I was angry about. She really made me drop my guard down. And it really meant so much to me that she did that she's been sitting on my mind since last week, you guys. And it's crazy, because she didn't know that I was going through something. And even through all that stuff that I was going through, and I know that's the reason why she, said I was beautiful and everything. I think she just felt my energy was kind of off, and she wanted to bring it back, And she did. She really did. Her compliments were you're very beautiful. Oh my God, I feel like I'm underdressed. Wow, you're stunning. But those things really shifted my energy back to who I was. You know what I'm saying? Those things made me forget why I was angry in the first place, why I was holding on to that anger of what was happening. Even though what was happening to me was something to be upset about, it wasn't a priority anymore. And so we're needing to just come back down to earth and understand that, you know what, people are going through shit, and one simple, I love you to a stranger, one simple, and I know a lot of us, we're not raised to express feelings like that unless we're being intimate with someone, or if it's someone close to it. But a simple "I love you," or "your day's gonna be amazing today" to someone, I wish you a wonderful, you guys don't understand how important it is to actually be so positive and spread that energy. Telling someone they're beautiful, you have a beautiful bright light on you, that changes what's going on with a lot of people, and it kind of helps, move the world into more of a positive shift. You just don't know what someone could be going through, and you can really, really change their life, you guys. So The reason why I wanted to record is just to like let you guys know, like, if you guys are able to just find, you know, even when you're at the store, just make a difference, make an impact, you know, be someone that your kids, your family, your parents are going to be proud of. Be a person, even if your day is shitty, be a person that people look up to, because you just never know what someone is going through, and they need that. They need that showing of love. You don't have to hold someone, you don't have to touch someone, you don't have to hug them, you know, even though some people do, but just express that and really actually mean it, and it will touch someone's life. I promise you guys. All right, so hopefully I was able to get through to some of y'all today. I just want to leave this message for y'all, because sometimes we get caught up in our own dramas and our own lives that we just stop seeing around us, and everything around us means everything. You know, if someone was doing that for us, how would we feel? We would be so happy, we would be so uplifted. God, you know, sometimes these words mean so much, and I wish you guys understood. Imagine if you were feeling down and you're feeling your worst and you're upset, and someone just says, you know what, God loves you, you know, you're gonna have a beautiful day, things are gonna change for you, you're a beautiful person, your energy's gonna shift, I promise you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna completely forget about what's stressing you out. And it's so important for us to be a pillar and focus on positivity in this community, because not all of us are in great positions in life or going through good things. We have our own issues, but it doesn't hurt to do something so free, right? It's a free gesture. And I think that we need to come back to humanity and start being empathetic and being more loving towards each other, so that this world can start to be better. Because the reason why it is stagnant and it's the way it is because we stop loving on each other. It's not just the person you lay with, it's not just the person you guys are, you know, related to. It's the world in general, you guys. All right, y'all, we'll see y'all on the next one, you guys. Ciao.